Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. Of course, we start the episode with feeding the cows because they've run out of food again, so we'll get under the TMR mixer and get a full load of TMR loaded in and get that delivered to the cows. So yeah, make sure we're on the correct thing as usual and fill the trailer up, and we'll deliver that over there to the cow farm. We've also got the helper currently still working over here in this field, drilling the final bit of oats in field 34, so that's almost done, and then we'll probably be moving time forward. I don't think I'm going to bother rolling the fields before, because it's just going to take too long. We want to just sort of zoom through the time now. As I've said, most episodes to get this temple finished, potentially. I know Dailey just ran a vote, I think, on whether or not he should continue with it or just give up and move on. I feel kind of like doing the same thing. I'm guessing, I haven't actually seen his results, but I'm guessing most people said, yeah, just move on. I would imagine more people would be keen to see a different map now rather than see the temple finished, just because of how long it's going to take. If it was just going to take a few more episodes, like if we were 5 episodes away from finishing, then I would say, yeah, we'll continue and get it finished. But I think the only way that's going to happen is if I just do loads and loads of off-screen time skipping and get more stuff delivered to the temple off screen, which I can do, but it would take me a lot of time, and I don't really have a lot of time. So I don't know whether I'm that keen on that idea, really. I'd rather play naturally or just not at all. So I'm not sure whether I will get to the end of the temple or whether we'll just start a new map. I really wanted to see it finished, but I can kind of visualise what it would look like roughly, apart from the only thing I haven't seen. Well, I can visualise what the 2 remaining buildings would look like when they're finished. The only thing I'm not sure about is this entranceway that there is supposed to be at the start of the temple at the beginning, or the opening of the temple, if you want to call it the entrance. I don't know what that's exactly going to look like, because that hasn't even been started yet. So yeah, I don't know exactly. Let's just head over there quickly and have a look. I don't think anything will have changed since last episode because I haven't moved time on yet, but we're about to move forward to April to get some soybeans planted. Yeah, nothing's changed there, I don't think. But it's not that impressive really, is it? I don't know whether it'll look more impressive when the final bit's built, but it's just a load of selection of small buildings really. It's nothing too dramatic. So I think I'm probably going to possibly not get to the end of this, but we'll see. I'm still not 100% decided on it because I do want to see it finished, but it's just, if it's going to take that many more episodes, it just feels like I'm kind of wasting time really. I'd rather move on to something different. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, yes, back to the tractor that's just finishing off the drilling. Yeah, we're almost done here, so I'll just get this finished off myself. I think it'll be quicker than getting the helper doing it. And then we'll move on to April, where we're going to get the soybeans planted. Got a few more fields left to drill, which we're going to put soybeans in. Just going to quickly finish this bit off, and then we'll rest at the farmhouse. Right, there we go. Okay, so I don't think we're going to need this seed drill again. This will probably go away now, and we'll just use the planter for the soybeans, which is on the JCB currently in one of the other fields. Yeah, so all these fields technically do need rolling, but I don't think we're going to bother. It's not really worth spending the time on it just for the 2% extra yield bonus that you said that we get from that. People keep saying it's not really worth it, unless it depends on the series. On a survival or a competitive series, I would say it is worth it, because every penny counts on those series. But when we've got £3.1 million in the bank, I don't think a 2% extra bonus yield is going to make much difference, so we won't bother. So yeah, well, let's put this away and we will go and rest. Oops, still got flight mode on. Right, okay. Okay, we'll rest until 8 in the morning, and then we will make a start on the soybean planting. So I think we've got about 3 or maybe 4 fields left to plant, which we're going to do. I think we'll do them all as soybeans. Oh, we've run out of space at the goat milk as well for them. Oh dear. Right, let's just quickly have a look at what fields we've got. Oh, and they all need weeding as well. We've got 24, 29 and 33, so we've got 3 fields. Oh, and the 2 rice, well, yeah, rice fields as well. So, that will need to be done with the seed drill. Okay, we will get the helper to... Okay, I've just put this away, but oops, need to set, keep it was already switched on. Yes, we'll get the helper to go and do the rice field. Hopefully it will just go and do it, and I won't have to drive it over there. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. But we'll get it onto the road to give it a fighting chance. And hopefully that will drive off now to go and start on the planting in field 3. There we go, so start job. Oh, it it didn't stay on the road, it came off the road. Okay, we'll try again. I don't like the fact that this target is unreachable. I think that's probably a sign that it's not going to work. Okay, try again. Oh, off it goes, good. Oh, we've got the wrong crop type now though, we don't want to do oats. Oh, we have to set this before we get there. I forgot. We want to do long grain rice, there we go. Right, okay. 3rd time lucky, right. Create job, field 3, start job. Hopefully that'll work. Right, okay, so before we start planting the soybeans, we need to go to, it's not on the thing I don't think, we need to go here, and we need to move these milk pallets out of the way. Right, so we've got the helper going on the weeder, or the hoe, at the moment on some of the fields that we drilled. Well, this was the one we drilled at the beginning of this episode, but some of the fields we drilled last episode. We've got quite a few to do. I don't know whether we're going to have time to do them all, or whether we need to do them all, but I'll try and get as many done as possible. So we've done 32, and 34 has just been started. We've also got 25, 6 and 35 all to weed. So we'll see about that one. 36 doesn't need doing, that's already been done. In fact, all of these have. And these two haven't been drilled yet, so that's why they're showing green. So to get the help to continue doing this, I'll go back to the John Deere. Yeah, it's actually the John Deere that was on the planter, not the JCB. I thought it was the JCB for some reason, but yeah, we've got the John Deere on the planter. I think I said JCB earlier on, but yeah, this is the tractor we've got. So we're going to continue doing this with drilling the soybean, or planting the soybeans in this field and the one down there, and then all the planting will be done, and we just have to focus on getting the weeding done, and the one last rice field, long grain rice paddy field down there, which is just that little one, which will also need to be planted. Once that's all done, everything will be in the ground for the summer. So amazingly, every single field is going to be planted again, I think, which is quite surprising because I thought I was probably not going to bother this year. But yeah, we've managed to do it with the help of the helpers, which of course are very useful. So yeah, I'll just get the last couple of fields planted. That is all the fields now planted, so that's excellent. I wasn't expecting to be able to achieve that, but yeah, we have done again. The helper's just finished actually on the weeding, so we can move on to the next field now. Actually, field 6, which is only just across here, he's doing, so we might as well do that one ourselves. That'll only take a second, and then I will get the helper to go and do the big one on its own, because I don't fancy doing the big field. It's quite a bit of work, so I'll just do this one quickly. And then I imagine we'll have some more sawmill products to move, and possibly some more wood to put into the sawmill as well, since we're moving time on a lot faster now. So yeah, that's going through the wood. Let's just put this onto steering assistance, just to make it a bit quicker. Right, so I'll quickly get this one done myself, because it's only a small field, and then I'll go and get the help going in that one after we've done that, the field over there. And I will look at getting some more sawmill work done. I am actually thinking about buying a larger forklift, another one like we've got over at the first dairy actually, because that one can hold 3 pallets at a time. It's quite a heavy duty forklift that, so that'll be quite a useful thing to have. We'll keep it permanently at the sawmill, I think, and then that way it can be there all the time, or 2 sawmills now, to keep the products loaded a bit quicker. Because although it doesn't take too long to load the sawmill products, it is sort of a relatively time-consuming job, and having the bigger forklift there to load the products up will be quite useful, I think. So that is the plan there. If it's available in different colours, I might go with a different colour for this one, because the other one is orange at the dairy, so we'll probably go with a different one for the sawmill, just so we can distinguish between the two, and just for a bit of variety really. Anyway, I'll quickly get this one finished, and then I'll come back to you when we're ready to buy the new forklift. Right, here we are at the shop menu, and we're going to go with another one of these ones. This is the one with the extra extension on the tines. I know it looks a bit strange, but it is very useful because it means you can pick up 3 pallets in a row, which is useful. Oh, that's interesting. You can have either the blue spot reversing or the audible warning beep. I think we'll go with the blue spot on this one. The other one's got the beep. It can be a bit annoying, I suppose. Yeah, we don't need to worry too much about this stuff. We'll change the colour though, just for a bit of variety. So the Sawmill forklift can probably be blue. The other one's orange that we've got. So yeah, it's probably nice to have a blue one, or what other colour could we go with? Green maybe? What does that look like? Maybe green, I don't know. Doesn't really matter too much, only a colour, but it just makes it a bit different. Okay, let's buy that. And we're going to pick that up. Just fed the chickens as well, by the way, just so I'm sure you just saw that anyway on the time lapse. But so yeah, that's our current forklift, the one we've been using at the dairy. But now we also own this one, which is going to be our Sawmill forklift. It's not the quickest, it's electric. It only does 17 miles an hour, but it's not actually, that's not too bad for a forklift like this. So we'll drive it up there ourselves, I think, and we'll start loading up those products onto the flatbed trailer. I know we could use the mounted forklift, which we've been using before, but like I say, this one's better. It's got longer tines and it's a bit heavier duty, so it can lift more weight. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go with this one, since we're going to be mainly using the Sawmill. Most of the products we're going to be loading from now on will be Sawmill products. There won't be much else to move really now, because everything else is on auto selling. It's just the milk, the goat's milk, and the Sawmill products, and we've got a forklift at both of those locations now, or we will do in a second. So that should go quite smoothly, I think. Anyway, let's head up there and we'll start loading up those Sawmill products. Well, I think that was easier overall than the previous forklift. Certainly lift more weight without tipping over or starting to feel unbalanced. The only thing I have noticed, and it's not a fault of the forklift, it's actually it was happening with the other forklift as well. And I don't understand why, but yeah, the pallets seem to get stuck to the floor on in the sawmills. I don't know why it does it, but it's always done it, I think, on this map. I don't know whether it's the same on other maps as well. I think it probably is. I don't know whether you've experienced that as well, but if you push them a bit first and then try and lift them up, they seem to be okay. But if you try and lift them straight out, as you saw there at the beginning when I first started to try and move them, yeah, it just was stuck to the floor and I couldn't pick them up until I gave them a bit of a shunt along, and then it worked. Very strange. Anyway, seems to be alright after that first bit of a disaster there, but apart from that it went well. So yeah, I'm really pleased with my purchase. And there you can see the little blue dot on the floor behind, which is the reverse dot, so that you can see that it's reversing. You don't get that annoying beep all the time as well, which I suppose is quite a good thing. Okay, so we're all strapped on, ready to go, but I might just, before we do go, get some more wood cut down and dragged to the sawmills to keep them full, because there's a bit more space in both of them for a few more logs. So we'll cut another tree down and we'll get that delivered or dragged across with winch to the sawmills to make sure they're both at full capacity. We might even rest before we take the load and then finish the episode with taking that load to the sawmill, because then we'll have a few more pallets to put on probably as well. The more we take in one go, the better, really. So I'll just get both the sawmills topped out with wood, then we'll rest, and then we'll take the load of pallets. Here we are at the temple once again, so let's find out what we're going to get for this load. This is a pretty good load, so it should be pretty good here. Oh, didn't all go. Just over 300,000 though in total. That's good. At least most of it went in one load. So just about 300,000, just over for that in total, which is pretty good. One of the best loads I've ever brought here, I think. And just to finish off, has there been a single change since we were last here? Well, clearly this is the one they're working on at the moment, and I don't think so. It's been 2 months, 2 in-game months since I last came here, even though it was this episode. Possibly these doors weren't on, maybe? I don't know, I can't remember, but pretty much it was exactly the same in 2 months. I understand the challenge of the whole thing, but I do think they did make it a little bit too slow, because unless you're absolutely really keen to get it finished, I don't think most of you will be wanting to spend the time, or even don't have the time to spend on getting this finished. I think they probably made it a little bit too challenging, possibly, but some people probably do put the hours in and get it done. Well, I'm trying to, but it's looking increasingly unlikely, I would say. Anyway, what have we got? So it just requires long planks and wood beams. That's all it seems to want now, I think. So yeah, we'll leave it there. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.